think. Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. Welcome back, everyone. I hope you're having a wonderful time.
I knew we had a shared passion, Hunter. It feels like our fans are right there with us, cruising down the information superhighway.
Okay, I kind of gotta start with my boy, my beautiful boy. You know, every time I think I have a little speedster the little speedster figured out, he goes and surprises me. LMAO. How so? So, okay, I blocked off the room with cardboard and cut a hole in it. Use a shop vac to reverse the on reverse to pump the room full of packing peanuts. Yeah, gotta get that shit floor to ceiling. I'm impressed. Continue impressing me.
Stand by while I analyze the intelligence profiles of the Grenier. Error, not a number. Did the operator enjoy this witticism?
Oh my god, wait, what? Hold on. Life on an army base can get surprisingly boring sometimes. Don't know what to tell you, lol. So when it was just shut the door and pull the cardboard out from under the door, so when he opens it, all the shit pours out. Easy peasy. He comes over, all going as planned. Goes, huh, that's my door shut. That's weird. Opens the door. Frumph! He screams like a little girl seeing a mouse and goes up to on one leg like anything. It was so good. And then he hears me laughing. And I figured that's when he's gonna get pissed. But then he starts laughing. He asked me how I did it. So I walked him through it. And the little speedster's like super impressed. Asks me for the cardboard box I use. Winds up taping off the lower half of his door like a pen, yeah? Little freaking weirdo has turned his room into a packing peanut ball pit. Like you'd find at the burger house. I found him in there just playing in it with Aoi. Two of them just chucking it at each other like it was the snow. They asked me if I wanted to join, and did you? Me? Quincy K? Me? The king himself? The smooth criminal? Could you see me in there with them? With them youths? Of course I fucking jumped in there. I wouldn't have done that before you showed up. None of it. So, yeah. Thanks for helping me get the stick out of my ass. Next prank? Arthur. Oh god, he's gonna get pissed on that one. I've been thinking there's something I need to do. I'm going to need help. Alright, always here for you. What's on your mind? It's time I told you about Christopher. Oh god. Arthur's best friend. We were engaged. I thought I was in love with him. To make a very long, tragic story very short, Christopher died in a roadside bomb before were married. Perhaps I'll tell you the whole story another day. Perhaps I won't. I'm telling you all this now because I've been holding on to him for years. So is Arthur. We have a ritual every year in his memory, but not this year. I couldn't face it. I don't know whether ghosts exist, but they might as well because I've let him become one. Don't be hard on yourself. You were in love with the guy. Oh, mate, I thought I was. I loved him, but I didn't even know if I was in love with him or not. That sounds awful, doesn't it? It's the truth, though. At times, it just didn't seem important. Then he died, and that became what our story was all about. Everything that I admired about him, he's just been overshadowed by how he died. I can't think about him without this knot tightening in my stomach. It's not fair to him. He deserves better than that. I made a choice to remember my parents the way they deserve. Yep. So why do I feel so guilty? Why do I feel like letting him go is the same thing as throwing him away? Because you've carried him for so long you don't know how to stop? Because you're worried no one else would ever be capable of loving you? I'm not gonna be rude. God, you're bloody right, you know. You're bloody right, you know. We're useless at dealing with this, my lot. We bottle everything up, we put a brave face on and whistle in the trenches. It gets us through, just like it got our parents through. But we don't know how to stop. What should I do? How do I let go? I'm gonna point her to Letty. Letty. Why her? She has a lot of experience. She knows all about commemorating the dead. I'm sure if you asked her for information respectfully, she wouldn't turn away. Yes. It's time. I think I need to let go of a lot of things. Let me talk to her. If she tells me to piss off, then so be it. But at least I'll have tried, right? It's gotta be worth a try. Letty's not as heartless as people think, honestly, though. She's a softie, but, like, I bet, living like this, doing what we do every day, we all put up walls, just forgot to put up doors in them. Thank you for beating your lovely head against my wall. Alright, that's valid. Friend, I have a confession. Letty, what's up? What's up, Elle? Ew, I made myself cringe at that. Sorry, don't mind me. When you came here, I knew you were going to be trouble. A new impossible problem to add to our growing pile of metadata to deal with. I mean, sure, but then things went from bad to worse, then from shit to more shit as the nightmares grew darker, and anyone with half a brain would have run back to the future. Oh God, I directed you. I directed you to Eleanor, or I directed Eleanor to you, and you're not good with them. Okay, let me read this entire thing real quick before anything. I mean, sure, but then things went from bad to worse, from shit to more shit, as the nightmares grew darker, as anyone with half a brain would, and anyone with half a brain would have run back to the future. But you didn't. You stayed for some stupid reason. You stayed with us, and you fought, and you helped us put ourselves back together. Ay, Lua, sálvame. I still do not know why you had no reason to stay for. You had no reason to stay for strangers. I've seen the face of your Zipitotec, and I would have run to the farthest corner and prayed it did not wear my next. I would have called a caveat my family and stayed with them instead. They seem far less broken and far more deserving of love. But you did stay, and for me, I find a dear. For me, I find a dear friend I never would have expected. One I did not know how I survived without. Valid. With you around, we're not phantasmas. Without you, we would be lost and adrift. We would be sleepwalking through our deaths again and again, meaningless and empty at the edge of Bintulan. But you made us into a new family. Even La Bruja y yo. And I love them more than I can say. And it's all thanks to you. I hate all this zappy shit. Drives me crazy. I'm bad at it, so I'm going to wrap this up. I'm enjoying Sweet Lady. Don't get used to it. I'll still kick your ass. Point is, I've gotten used to having you underfoot. I like having you around. Your friendship is valuable to me, and I rely on you in ways I don't rely on anyone else. I trust you, and that is not something I do lightly. Here's to us, my friend, and here's to the future. Here's to us, my friend, and here's to the future. Filled with phantasmas and endless futures, and gods and demons as they may be, we have each other, and that is plenty good enough. Hey, D, you around? I'm having a rough moment, and I'd appreciate someone to talk to, of course. What do you want to talk about? I know I keep coming back around to them, and it's starting to drive me crazy, but cephalons. Please, can we just dig into them a little deeper? I want to know more, and it'll give me something else to focus on. Something other than the bees in my head. Okay. Thanks, seriously. It's just hard for me to explain why I can't stop fixating on them, I guess. It's nice to think about not being trapped here. You think you'd be better at being in charge of the programming. It'd be fun to be a computer. No, it would not. You think you'd be better at being in charge of the programming. Nah, I shouldn't have that kind of power. I know that. Nobody should. It seems like nobody should. It seems like absolute power cups. Absolutely yada yada. As tempting as it'd be to say otherwise and say, "Oh yeah, no, I wouldn't be the baddie." Uh, who can really say for sure? Look at Rusalka and Voidyanoi. Look at Entrade. None of them woke up on one morning being like, you know what? I'm gonna be the asshole from now on. I'm gonna bet even the Oracan. Hold on. Okay. I'm gonna bet even the Oracan thought they were doing the right thing the whole time. So nah, my ego's not that big, believe me. What is it then? Do you know what? Wait, what? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Slow down, slow down. Do you know what it's like to live your life knowing your head is broken? Knowing that there's something wrong with you that you can't fix without meds that sometimes work and sometimes make everything else so much worse. That people can't stand around to be, or people can't stand to be around you because of it. Always left wondering if these people are really, always wondering, are these people really my friends, or is it just pity? So yeah, I know cephalons are messed up, but give the opportunity to go in and just fix myself, to just get into the parts of my code that doesn't work and just fix it. Of course I'm going to be tempted, so yeah, that's why. Oh, Amir. Remember Ortis? Yeah, Ordocaris. Beast of Bones, who got glass for trying to slaughter a bunch of them. What I didn't tell you earlier, he was programmed not only to protect and serve the Tenno, but to love us. Oh no. He doesn't have a choice but to be my friend, because that's what the Oracan did. Every time he almost remembers who he was, he forces himself to forget again. Honestly, yeah, he does. Why? Because he starts to recall what it was like to be Orden. He feels hate. He feels anger again. He starts to lose the love he feels for the Tenno, for me, for us. So in a desperate attempt to keep hold of that love, he deletes those memories. He fixes himself. And I'm left wondering, is any of it real? What do you mean? Would Ordocaris be my friend? If someone programs themselves to love you, is it real? Or is it just a lie, a fantasy, and a fiction? I understand wanting to fix the broken parts of yourself. I truly do, but like this? By removing all choices from yourself, all ability to change. No matter what, Ortis can never not be my friend. He will always be forced to love me. If you reprogrammed yourself to be perfect, would I be left wondering the same thing about you? I'm so sorry. Yay! I had no idea. And now I'm feeling it, and now I'm here sniffling. Yeah, I think I'm good. And I'm gonna leave the cephalon stuff alone now. I can just be good and old obnoxious Amir for the foreseeable future of one endlessly looping year forever. Yeah, that didn't help things at all. Hey, I suddenly need carbs, and I'm betting you might too. Let's go grab some munchies, yeah? Whee. Oh no. Quincy told me he'd kill me if I ever told anyone this story. But he's all talk, and you and I are so very close now. So I'm just gonna get it off my chest. Sorry you're involved now. Oh no, I'm not. Don't tell me I'm not signing up for a problem with Quincy. No, tell me everything. I'm curious. Okay, so we were on this mission to sabotage Sculpture weapon production. I was doing the metal work. Quincy had my back, watching them for any patrols. Excuse me. It went super smoothly, exactly as planned. But on our way back, we got stopped by a bunch of kids. They recognized Quincy instantly. Oh my god. Sorry, that was a typo. I'm sure you meant we got stopped by a bunch of Skuldra who recognized Quincy instantly? Nope. I mean kids. Cute, smiley, not at all scared of Quincy's angry mug kids. So what did he do when they stopped him? Yes. Okay, he is a family man. I know this. Use colorful language and no uncertain terms to tell them to get out of his way. Shove past them, ignore them. He was really nice to them. Why, yes, he was. You know our Quincy better than I thought. He smiled at them. It was like he forgot I was there for a sec. Dropped the whole tough guy act. Those kids must have adored him. He knew them by name. Hey Mika, found one of those pets you told me about. Swapped it for you. So Quincy went on the side quest to find a temp pet for some Albanian kid. I swear on Zeke's life. Ah, shit.
Please select destination.
I'll show that again. There we go. I swear on Zeke's life, Quincy actually pulled one of those little digital pet things out of his pocket and gave it to the kid. Soul only knows how long he'd had it, or how long he'd spent searching through Albania to find it. Once that funny little horned creature appeared on the screen, I don't know who was smiling bigger, the kid or Quincy seeing the kid so happy. You know, I'm picturing it, and that really does sound like him. You think? Either you're hella good at reading people, or you and Quincy have a special bond. Of course, then he looked at me dead in the eye and said, if you tell anybody about this, I'll kill you. Yeah, that. Valid. Your secret is safe with me. Aw, it's okay. You don't need to keep it secret. I'm prepared to face the consequences. He pretends he's all about the mission, but deep down he's got a heart of gold. He still goes out sometimes just to bring a bit of happiness to those kids. Honestly, it's nice to hear such a happy story about our brooding sniper. I knew you'd appreciate it. This tale does arm you with powerful knowledge. Promise to only use this power for good? I'm gonna make... No. I'm not gonna make fun of him for it. I'm gonna do a pinky promise because it's cute. Yay! Gosh, we make a good team. Yay! All right, now for the menaces. I'm sorry, that's all I'm gonna call them from now on. Except for, aside from Flare, I do like Flare. Flare's a really cool character. He do be chillin'. The other two are annoying as fuck to me. Hey, Drifter. Well, I don't know how to describe it. It feels like my blood is electric. I haven't been this inspired since I first got the band together. I hope I can do them proud wherever they are now. I didn't know how I was going to go forward without them until now. Ashton used to give me such shit whenever I wouldn't want to get out of bed. Oh, I'm gonna just let him keep typing. Alright, dank. Ashton used to give me so much shit whenever I wouldn't want to go get out of bed. They were such a good friend. Never let me wallow in my moods, you know? And even when I insisted that that's all I ever wanted to do. I wish that shitbird understood the kind of beautiful people he took out of his world. But that's exactly why we carry on in their absence. With Lizzie and because of you, and with Lizzie and because of you, I think I have the strength to do it. I wake up and the world feels gray. No golden light to start my day. I hear your voice, but it's just a dream. Like a memory fading in a beam. Song's getting there. Almost ready. Better than what Lizzie wrote. Honestly. Poetry's hard for humans. She's learning. I got a mirror to make Lizzie one of his weird ice cream sundae creations yesterday. It was a color that does not exist in nature. I think it was more gummy bear than actual ice cream. I had all these chocolate cookie topping things all over and fried sprinkled bursts. I'm sorry. I don't know. Thought I'd never get hear a guitar purr. She was so happy. And I didn't even realize for a solid 2 minutes that I was smiling ear to ear. Anyway, not really sure where I was going with that, except just to say thanks. Talk to you soon. Your new Outlook? Oh wait, I don't give a shit. I'm not on Outlook right now. Remember, never share your personal information online. Chat, don't forget to actually not do that. It's a bad thing. You do that, you end up risking it, and you might end up getting kidnapped. So no, don't even think about doing it. Nah, fam, chat, don't even. Heck, Kaya, Nova. I go by Nova online. Okay, Nova then. Okay, thanks. Just don't call me Kaya on the internet. You can call me that in person. But here, Nova, okay? Got it. Nova. Nova, right. I wanted to ask, is there anything I could do to make things more comfortable for you here? I know none of us really asked to be here in this makeshift home, but we're doing our best. You know what I just realized? The whole Vania time loop is basically the Granum space. That's really fucking wild in my opinion. I know none of us really asked to be here in this makeshift home, but we're doing our best. Comfortable. No one has spread any rumors about me, have they? Aoi did kind of say something. Don't even joke, actually. It's not even funny. You put girls like us in a room, and everyone accepts us to be at each other's throats. Jealousy, comparisons. Ugh, I'm done with that part of my life. Do not try and turn me against the other girls. Okay, that was kind of a joke, but alright. I get it. Bully trauma. That's valid. Holy fuck, that is mad bully trauma vibes right there. God damn. If I'm being loud, I do apologize. It's not my intention. So I sit down with the adorable little squared up squirrel, right? I assume you mean a mirror. Sugared up squirrel. Well, I am sure as shit, no Colt Disney Prince. Mmm. Mmm. Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. So I don't mean it literally, lol. Anyway, I'm talking to him, or rather he's talking at me. Which is something I get the feeling you fully understand. And he starts yabbering at me about some alternate dimension you're from. Duviri, it's complicated. Got it. Got it about 8 bajillion miles per hour. Don't freaking worry about it, pal. Shit, I think I followed about a third of it, and the third I got was a third too much. You need a hug, pal? You know what? I never turned down a free hug. Good for you. Life's too shit to turn down the things that make it better. Can I ask what your deal is between you and Rusalka? You two and Rusalka? Since she's still off being pissed at me, I suppose it doesn't hurt to tell you. We were overseas in a little town a few countries south of here. Place got blown to bits, so found a little girl there. Tiny thing. Knee high and red hair, and pissed as a kicked hive of bees. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, let me just like catch up. We were overseas in a little town, a few countries south of here. Place got blown to bits. Found a little girl there. Just a tiny thing, knee high and red hair, and pissed as it kicked hive of bees. She tried to stab me 6 times with a spoon. Cutest thing you've ever seen. Had this little stuffed rabbit toy. She was cleaning it too, though. Em told her she'd protect it with her life and keep it safe. That got Nechi's interest. That got Nechi's trust real fast. Ran right for Em and threw her arms around her. We quit the military then. Well, officially became consultants, okay? So, we raised her as our own. Think of her as our daughter, even though she isn't. Okay, so she's adopted. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. When Nechi said she wanted to join some military mercenary factory and said they really believed in something, Em said no. She took one look at Skuldra and called a spade a spade. Saw it for what it was. Dangerous, a cult. And moreover, something that was gonna get our little girl killed. But I said she wasn't a kid anymore. I gave her my blessing to leave. I told them to have a little faith. Har har. Though maybe that Nechi thought maybe that Nechi saw something in that Victor guy. Maybe she'd find somebody like I found somebody. Well, okay. I'm so sorry, dude. That's really fucked up. Thanks. Tried to let my little girl run free, and and lost my whole family over it. Big, typical stupid me being big. Ay, estúpida. Big, typical stupid me doing big, typical stupid me things. Look, need a cold one. Gonna go throw a few back T2L. Oh. They're looking for answers about what happened in Rosalka and why. I wish I had more to give. There's so much history between these two. Velimir is clearly not over Minerva. I wonder if Minerva is just better at hiding her feelings, or she's really as hard as she seems. Honestly, I think that's kind of what it is. Okay, Flair's getting desperate. I'm afraid they'll do something rash or violent. I'm going to need to decide how to help them split with Lizzie, or make peace with her. They seem terrified of Lizzie. I don't honestly know that I blame them. Maybe music is the key. That's all that said. Okay. One track mind, if it's not about time travel, I clearly shouldn't bother. One track mind. If it's not about time travel, I clearly shouldn't bother. Somehow colder than Velimir, but maybe we could be friends at one day. Very reluctant to talk about anything. Literally. Honestly, I hate it. I'm annoyed by it so much. See, not gonna lie, I kind of like Flair low-key because I sort of resonate with them. And with that being said, I low-key need to keep on going with the fucking thingamaboinks. So that I can get through with shit. Ooh, gonna send a flag and drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Alright, I'm gonna have someone join real quick. I send an invite. If I send an invite, it means to join. It is a sign that I am telling you to join the party. But I should probably clarify on that. Let me just go ahead and do a thing for my chat. Blink. There we go. I send another invite. I send another invite. I cannot send another invite. I must send one manually. I send another invite. And I sent another invite. Hello. Mm, yeah, for the most part. I'm not doing too horribly at least, so there's that. What? Did you get the notification? Okay. To elaborate on the answer, yes I am. You can still say it. I'm gonna be able to know what you said. What? Elaborate? Which I legitimately am like, that's still bullshit, but you know what? I don't think I can really say much on it. Other than, that's bullshit. On the X's end, in all honesty, because like, how are you gonna be over here, say one thing, do a bunch of things for them, and then like go on and turn around 2 seconds later and being like, fuck you don't get this life. Question. Is this something that ended up being truth to an extent? Or is this just like him bullshitting? Oh fuck. Sorry. Sorry. Random cough. If you didn't want to deal with the fucking people, then just say it. Don't be a dick about it. Like, seriously.
Operator, the system is not
I'm gonna say something.
style this magnitude.
Keep the cold apathy for a while.
Tenno, the balance of power continues to shift. Navigation is marked.
The
with
sense of
invasion.
carelessness that you might feel right now, keep that a constant. The only reason why I say this is because if you don't, you're more than likely gonna get stomped all over, like you were with this one. And I'm sorry, but you're not at fault. That I am not gonna say is true because it's not. It's bullshit. And if you think that you're at fault, I'm gonna say that you're basically calling yourself bullshit, and I'm gonna fucking smack you in the back of the head. Fucking denozo your ass and shit, dude. Like, no, it's not the case. Mm. So in other words, he basically fucking gaslights people into falling in love with him, and whenever he doesn't, they don't listen. He's just like, you know what? You're no fun anymore. I'm gonna go try to play with someone else emotionally, because that's the type of mentality that I have 99% of the time. Because I'm a dick.
What else he did was he went to his friends and told them everything, like about how I was being snappy and how I was talking to him and all that shit.
Huh.
Listen to his friends.
That's why you get 2 stories instead of just the one. But no, him being him, he's probably gonna like try and force them not to take your story as well as his, because he's that type of asshole.
Wait, here's the weird thing. Is last night I got invited to someone to stay up one and then you know how we have to if we block someone they go invisible.
Yeah.
I couldn't see him. He blocked me and I blocked him.
Oh.
And I know like in the world now, like who are you talking to? Why am I here as a person? I just wanted to say hello and I said if Maxi's in this room, I don't want anything to do with him. But like Max, a long time ago, I obviously saved up with you guys. Their name is Maxi333 and that's it, you know. I didn't say anything, but it's probably something that we just social and all that. And why do you react and do anything? You've been kicked from the fence and popped up on stage.
Hiding some shit, are we?
So I don't know if this is going on, but yeah. You can go into
Significations of signs of why I think people are dipshit sometimes.
and the funny thing is the person that picked me was the agent on it, which was the person that invited me after all to begin with. I didn't block them and I'm blocking them and they're friends with me and I don't know how to feel because I mean I didn't like today going to anyone's stage because they were not flying and letting them know well they weren't even paying attention and they left the world.
Dumb fuck. All I gotta say about that is dumb fuck.
Yeah, and I haven't been off the earth today at all. Long time it was you know, get my car oiled down, and that was earlier today, and at one point I was at 100 miles an hour down the gravel road.
We haven't been on VR chat in a hot minute, mainly because we don't want to get into the fucking bullshit of it all. Cause I love the whole entire thing and all that, but as a VR chat player, there's so much bullshit in the fucking community. Like not to like degrade or disregard any of the people that actually are a part of the VR chat community. Shout out to y'all, by the way. Y'all are really chill for the most part, but there are just ones out there that just absolutely destroy the community outlook. And I've gone off on a couple of these type of people. They're not fun. They're not the greatest people. They're the worst sort of annoying that you will ever have to meet in your entire life, and it's so fucking dumb. And I say that it's dumb, not necessarily because like I find it to be like ridiculous. I'm talking statistically. It is so unintelligently redundant that no one else does it. Literally, not a single person does it. And the only ones who do are trying to get the other person to shut the fuck up.
Operator, you have remembered well how the Tenno arm themselves.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah, no, I popped the fuck off because there were some things that they said or did that just, they did not sit right with me. And I'm saying that in the most direct way possible because that's the only way that I really know how to. I'm sorry, it was who? Oh, yeah, I remember now because he was a piece of shit. He was a mad piece of shit, and I did not like him. Not a single bit after that shit. Like, I dead ass thought that he was being a bullshit person at that point. Like, you don't sit there and like basically degrade someone because you're feeling bad about yourself, and then 2 minutes later you're over here just fucking around doing your own thing, and you end up basically like saying, "Oh, you're nothing to me anymore." And it's like, okay, bitch. It's not like I want to be a part of your life anyways. Go fuck a tree or whatever, dude. Like, what the hell? Go make a cactus happy, dude. Like, are you serious? And, oh god, the worst part is how he treated you. Like, you thought me going off on him was what was the intense part. No. For me, that was that moment that he started like basically disregarding you as a person. That was the moment that I got real set off real quick too. Because one thing about me is I do not like my friends getting absolutely like dog shat on, you know? I'm the loyal friend. I'm the type of person who usually like, if my friends are out doing some shit and they're going through some shit, I'm gonna be like I'm gonna be the person that comes into play that you don't want to fuck with, that ends up getting fucked with because somebody says some dumb shit, and I'm the one over here calling them out on their dumb shit. Partially because that was how I was raised, mostly because that was how I learned how to deal with shit growing up. So there's some fun little inside lore for Miss Donna. Big gulp, yeet! That did not land where I wanted it to. Okay, give me a second. Sorry if I'm talking too much. Okie dokies. Try to stay safe, okay? Fair enough. Even still. Stay safe. Alright, chat.
Got a job for you. Shelters need deliveries. Get your game face
Oh, he's taller than me by a fucking inch. By a fucking inch. Okay. You know what? No, that's valid. I'm 5'6". That's valid. That would be the logical approach for me. But also, I'm just like, that is so nice. I love Dante. I will always love Dante, but that particle disassemblement and reassemblement animation is so absolutely stunning. I don't know what it is about it. It's just so stunning.
Yo,
I love
Quincy.
it.
I'm putting together a game of Fables and Frontiers. You want in? Quincy? Quincy? Okay, I'm just gonna put you down as Zorgon, Dwarf Exploder Cleric.
I love it.
I know you can't tell me much about, you know, how everything goes, but it does get better than this, right?
I wish it did, bud. I really wish it did,
Might
but I don't think it does.
interest you in a gun that requires no skill to operate, but a lifetime master?
No skill to operate, but a lifetime to master. Saturn signature rifle, and is an ideal match for forceful gunners. A precisely aimed reload increases reload speed and infuses the new magazine with heat damage. Oh my god. That's so nice. Oh my god. And I'm remembering that I need to go Argon hunting. This is gonna be fun. I'm not gonna be able to do that, hon. I have an ability that allows me to disassemble my fucking particles. And it looks absolutely stunning. Do I have any? I should have
Tell me
treasures.
something good. Let's see what you got.
Yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Bike!
Madres, muy bien. Nice. So, who's this for? Ay,
No clue.
pobrecito. Hey, be safe.
Okie dokies. Yee!
Anything we can do to help around here?
Okie dokies. Thanks for hanging out for as long as you could. I appreciate it, man. Stay safe out there, okay? Yeah. Listening music helps, so if you need to, go ahead and do that. Valid. I can't even, like, judge him or say anything about it. That's valid. Okay. When I was a young boy, ooh, 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 ooh. I think I'm starting to fall in love again. I'm no Prince Charming. Fuck.
Tenno, the balance of power continues to
But
shift.
I will
Navigation is
sure
marked with new
pretend.
invasions.
Say we can be divine, you and I, and we can be like the moon and skies. See as the world ends. Da 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 da. Set a day for two. See as the world ends. say we can be divine, you and I, and we can be like the moon and skies. See as the world ends. Da 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 da. Sing do do do. Ooh, 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 ooh. See as the world ends. Da 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 da. Ooh, oh, 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 oh. What do you see in your world? Ooh, ooh. Do I annoy the worst of you? Ooh, 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 ooh. You're just like my favorite song going round and round in my head. Like my favorite song going round and round in my head. Like my favorite song going round and round in my head. Ooh. 5 days on the freeway and I'm so ooh. Ooh. Ooh, where are you now? Where are you now? Ooh. I did not choose the greatest time to be streaming. Okay, I feel exhausted. I don't want to go to sleep, but I feel exhausted. Wait, I have a solution. Drink water. There we go. Boing. But exhaustion's kicking in, but I don't want to go to sleep. But exhaustion, but I don't want to go to sleep. But exhaustion, but I don't want to go to sleep. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna head off. Have a good night. Pleasant dreams. I will see you later. Bye bye.